I never wanted to be an actor. Never dawned on me that I would be one. Had no intention of being one. I could ride horses, I could drive vehicles, I could shoot guns, and because of that, I got hired to basically, that would be a stuntman today, but it wasn't back then. I was just riding horses on a couple of the early films they did with John Waters and people like that. I would be John Waters' offsider, but I'd be riding the horses in that period piece. And I loved it, because that was what I loved doing. But anytime they wanted me to say a word, I would kind of just vanish behind my horse, you know. I didn't want to be an actor. And it came about by sheer accident. I got asked to do a stage play, which I never wanted to do. And my agent, which I was doing a lot of modeling. Don't ask me why, but people seem to think I was good looking. I couldn't see it, but what the fuck. So I was doing a lot of modeling, and they wanted me to do this stage play, which I wouldn't do because my agent told me that the stage play was about a transvestite and her boyfriend. And I said, uh-huh. So I actually did the stage play. It was an interesting thing. About 10 minutes into the play, I was naked on stage. George Miller's girlfriend, Sandy Gore, happened to come to a performance and rang George and said, "You've got to come and see this guy." And I don't know why she said it that way, but she did. And he's perfect for the role of Wes in Road Warrior. George actually didn't come and see me in the play. He came down to Melbourne and had coffee with me, and we told each other stupid jokes for about an hour and drank a cup of coffee. And he gave me the role. And then when I read it, I refused to do it because it terrified me, because suddenly I realized that I wasn't just going to be somebody in the background riding a horse. I was going to be an actual upfront second lead in a major film. Yeah. And I didn't want to do it. And I kept saying no, and George kept saying, "What? Yeah, why don't you just get your head shaved, or we'll see what that." "I'm not doing the film, George." "Now, we'll put the costume on you and see how that looks." "I'm not doing the film, George." "Right, so, yeah, we're gonna have to get something put across your ass." I just gave up and decided I might as well do the film, because he was never gonna say no. So, God bless him. And I did the film, first thing I'd ever done. I'd done little tiny extra things, not anything that you would say, "Oh, he's a good actor." And George looked after me, and so did Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
For the whole time I was on set. Yep. And they were great and wonderful. And, you know, George loves to say, because I always say he gave me my career, and he says, "No, I gave you 21 lines and you made a movie." So that was kind of where it started and ended with me, and from there I went on.